it.
Man, I never get to be on Herb's team.
No, you get 2 more, I think.
What are the last?
Because it's
Ozzy,
5-5, right?
Ozzy,
There's
Jiffy,
Ozzy,
and
Art of
AFG?
Turtle, Jiffy. Yeah, so you get 2, and I get the last
All right,
person.
I'll take Ozzy. Ozzy first.
And then
And
your
then,
second?
Jiffy.
Okay, and then I get a OT.
All right. Does anybody have the wheel up?
No. Are we... What's the map pool again?
It's 5-on-5, so we can play all the maps if you want.
Well, there's 7 maps in the map pool. We have to veto 2. How about each team gets 1 veto?
All right, we veto Fighting Spirit.
That's a good veto.
Okay. Well, veto.
Is it liar maps? Is that what's going on?
No, it's if you go to welcome rules, you'll see the maps. So that I guess there's no fighting spirit.
I don't know. Get rid of Apocalypse or La Campella or whatever the fuck that map's called.
Okay,
Or
we'll get rid of La Campanella. No, we'll get rid of
Campanella.
Tempest. Yeah, I fuck Tempest. I hate Tempest.
Really? Tep is so good, man.
Okay, yeah, fine. La Campanella. We'll get rid of that. Sure.
All right, we need to figure out the matchups now.
Wait,
Well,
you're a
there is
Protoss
no
player.
fight.
You don't
still
like
have to
Tempest?
veto a map. Exit.
Yeah, there's no fighting spirit exit.
I'll leave it up to my teammates.
Dark Origin. I hate that map.
Dude, Dark Origin is fucking great for Zerg.
What? Not for me. It's a pretty good Zerg map.
Does everyone have
What?
to complain about? Oh, you're a Protoss player. Oh, you're a Zerg. It's a great map for this. Blah blah.
Just
Fucking veto the map and let's go.
don't touch me like that.
Damn. We got places to be, champ.
Yeah. Amen. Okay, so you guys got rid of Dark Origin. Okay, so the maps are Polypoid, APOC, Tempest, Retro, Invader. I'll put it in the general.
What about Vermeer?
There is no Vermeer in the map pool. Fucking.
Who the fuck made this map pool? We got Poly but no Vermeer. Rip.
There. That's the map pool in
Pretty sure it's
general.
just. I think it's just ASL maps.
Okay, my team. Let's go down to K-League B
No,
team.
we gotta pick the matchups first. By the wheel.
Oh, it's just random. I forgot. Okay, let me
You
get the wheel
guys-
started.
Okay, you got the wheel? Cool. I was like, I've never done that, but if you teach me, I can do it.
Are you streaming right now, Love Snow?
Why do we have to use a
Yes, sir.
Korean wheel? Why can't we use an English wheel?
What the fuck was the website again? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, it's right above where you posted.
Why are we doing Korean wheel again?
I have no idea. I guess that's the only resource we got.
That's the wheel, the Korean link you posted?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
exit.
know
Yeah.
what
Yeah. Neither do I.
is that exit? You're gonna do it now?
Streaming, somebody's gotta do it. That's streaming, so we know we're not cheating.
Why does exit always sound like he's fucking like diving deep underwater when he talks?
His mic is way better than it used to be, so that's good.
Progress.
We're getting better, I guess. All right.
There's a better website than that, Love Snow. I'll link you, and then you can do it.
All right.
Just
Cool.
stream your screen on Discord.
I think Herb's streaming too.
Yeah.
Herb knows how to do it.
Nope.
I'll link it in a second. The fucking website, whatever it was called.
Did you like my tanks against your mass meta, Herb?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
I did not think you were gonna stick on somebody meta, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm already committed. Let's go."
Yeah, Hawk was like, go 4-base mass meta, and I was like, okay. And it didn't work. He said I needed
Alright,
more bases.
Switch that number to 10, let us know.
Oh, okay.
What does this do? Oh, we have to like decide who 1 through 5, and then it just matches them up or something. Matches them
Yeah,
up or
just write
something?
down all the names.
Matches them
Yeah,
up or
just write.
something? Where do I write down names?
On the side. I got it up too.
Oh, you can write names here, I guess. Okay.
Not too many.
What is it? Herb, Exit, Ozzy, right? Is on their team. Ozzy.
Oh, nice.
Who else did you pick? Exit. You got Tim, right? No, we got Tim. Just kidding.
You got Slayer.
Slayers, and then who was the 5th? Herb, Exit, Ozzy, Slayers. Is it Jiffy?
Yeah, Jiffy and Ozzy exit.
All right. So how does this work? I just hit this button, I guess? No, that doesn't do anything. Ah, fuck, man.
Pretty cool.
So I guess I hit this button. I don't know. I can't recreate, man. Is number 3? AOT. Keen. That. I don't think that mixed them up at all.
No, it didn't.
It stays the same every time.
Why don't we just pick maps?
Don't we usually just like decide who goes first, second,
Yeah,
third, fourth,
just do
fifth?
the
or
wheel,
whatever?
man.
No,
The wheel of names.
that's the second.
Okay,
The
we'll just do the
second
wheel of
round.
names. Okay, so who do we have? Exit.
So how's this thing work? Just write down everyone's name?
No, just write down one team's name, and then we'll do maps 1 through 5, and you just eliminate them. First name rolled is map 1, second name rolled is map 2, and then we do the second team next. Map 1 is Poly, map 2 is Apocalypse, map 3 is Tempest, map 4 is Retro, map 5 is Invader.
Alright, so we'll just roll. We'll just like spin 5 times and we just remove names as it goes, I suppose, or what?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, so who goes first? Okay, Slayers is first.
Wait, do you need an input from me? Okay.
Alright, Herb second. Jiffy third. Oh shit. Sorry, my bad. Forgot to remove Jiffy. It doesn't matter. Okay, we got exit. So exit 4th and then Ozzy 5th.
Okay, then do the next team.
The big AOT.
Is he back from his shower?
The
Oh,
dude
you know
showers
he's AFK?
long time.
Oh yeah, AOT might have to go last or something.
Okay.
Roll it again.
So we got
I just played
we'll just put
Polypoid.
AOT last then? So Tim first, I guess, or what?
Yeah, let's just put AOT last, as long as everyone's cool with that.
Yeah.
Shuffling around
Alright,
doesn't
so-
matter.
So Tim first then.
Against who?
Slayers.
Okay, I'm Polypoid.
Guess so.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
Second.
Let me open
Who's
Star.
second?
Love Snow. Third is Keen. And then fourth Just, and then AOT fifth.
Back right on time.
It's always me versus Just, man. Isn't that funny?
No, man, it's like it's rigged.
Would you rather swap with AOT?
Do you want me to?
I don't care either way. I just was trying to be fair because we always play each other. But whatever.
I don't care either, dude.
I do not mind.
All right. Did someone make it already?
AOT, would you rather play Just or Ozzy?
They were both about the same.
No, AOT, would you rather play Exit or Ozzy? Not Just or Ozzy. You'd be swapping with me.
Oh,
Do you want to play against a Protoss or a Terran?
I'll take I'll take exit. I'll take exit. I'll take that off your hand.
Do you want to play Retro or Invader?
I'll take retro still.
Why are we
Are we
swapping?
doing one game at a time?
Yeah, one game
Yeah,
at a
one
time.
game at a
What's going on here?
No,
Yeah,
take
so-
it. We're good to go.
Yeah.
So I'll host.
Oh, I already got it up.
Oh, never mind. Then you, yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to say KL password 1.
Dude,
Are
Jess,
we on
why'd you remove me from your friends list, dude?
Ooh.
I didn't remove it. You keep saying that shit.
If you just re-add each other, it'll fix it.
No, actually, this happened with Armada too. Like Armada is still on my friends list, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a bug with Battle.net, but if you re-add
Blizzard
somebody when it
sucks.
happens, it fixes it.
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If you remove me, I'm never gonna re-add you. That would be too painful.
Well, the feeling's mutual.
Tim, you good?
Hold on. Unco's gonna join this too, I think. He's gonna cast with me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh,
definitely
sick.
do my own thing as well.
Wait. Don't start.
Always waiting on Love Snow.
Man, start without him, man.
Yeah, you can just watch.
He
It's,
doesn't even play this game anymore.
oh, he doesn't? Rip. So go.
Um,
What, KL past 1, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Go, 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 go.
Alright, I'm starting.
Ah, fucking Unco, you're too slow, Unco. Fuck.
I didn't test my audio, so I don't even. If anybody's there, audio sound okay. It'd be a bit different than how I actually tested anything. All right, we got Slayers versus Tim. Tim was the opposing team's first pick. I don't really know Tim very well at all, but must be good. Got first pick, and then Slayers. I do know Slayers. I've played with Slayers quite a bit. G, pretty strong Zerg player. I do think ZVP, at least it was his worst matchup, but I don't know how he's been doing practicing. We'll see. But Slayers likes to do some pretty unique builds. He actually really enjoys using queens in both ZVT and ZVP, just for snares and stuff in ZVP. We'll see what he does. He got to where he was beating me fairly regularly. I'm a little bit out of practice, and his style is just very unique to prepare for. But I feel like he's improved a fair amount. But yeah, it's the opposing team's first pick versus my team's first pick. So it should be a pretty solid, high-quality game. I know Slayers is A rank as well. I assume Tim is. I think most everybody here is at least low A rank. I might be one of the lowest ranks, actually. See what kind of opener we're going for. We got 12, so it's going to be Hatch here. So it's going to be 12 Hatch versus the Gateway opener. It is cross-spawn, so this is good for Slayers to start. Shouldn't be able to... Like, Tim shouldn't be able to get much damage done. Travel distance. He's also going to second scout him. But shouldn't really affect... Oh, we're going... I was going to say... Surely we're not going to hatch before pull. This can't be a thing. Okay, there's the pull. So I think it's just a little bit of a check for cannon, possibly, because it's cutting here. The drone in here. He's going to drone scout. We'll be going crosses to the gateway. Might be able to delay the Nexus a little bit, depending on Tim. But Zealot coming straight across. Should be fine, though. Should be out before. We didn't save Larva though, so. Yeah, I mean we'll be maybe 2 Larva, which is using the drone a little bit to buy some time. Takes a couple hits there. Stalling. Down. Yeah, 4 Lings are starting up here, so it should be fine. Bit of a moving shot here on the drone. Pretty good. Could have got the drone possibly there, but pretty good cutting there for players to avoid the moving. So it's going to come in here pretty much right as the Lings pop. He's going to try and tuck behind the mineral line, so he's going to get back there. It's definitely a bit of a pain for Zerg to deal with. You essentially don't want to engage until you have 2 Lings on both sides. Actually going to jump on it a little bit early. 3 Lings do get this here though, so we're only going to lose 2 Lings. This is really good for us. For Slayers. Also gonna kill the probe as well. It's really, really nice. Zealot stopped a little bit early, has to turn back around now. 2 Lings for a Zealot and a probe. Very, very good start here for Slayers with the 12 hatch build. Gateway opener. Definitely favoring him. Gas coming down at a pretty reasonable time. I'm gonna forge here to continue block the wall. Actually tucks the Zealot here a little bit. Gonna try and look for a little bit of a run by. Distraction, get some damage. Slayers does spot it here. I don't know if he like that. Saw it. They are turning back around to see it. So it's going to come in here. Lings are actually coming back as well. 3rd hatchery coming down 3 o'clock, just about to finish. So it's going to try to get behind the hills here. And as you can see, Slayers kind of block him off and keep him from tucking down there as best he can. And we can get the extra surface area here. And only 1 Ling going down from those. Very, very good for Slayers. Retaining our Ling count as well is pretty nice because it means that we basically don't have to keep remaking Ling for these Zealots that might come across the map. Cannon coming down. Cybercore about to finish here. Imagine we're going to see the Stargate right after that. Air tech started for Slayers. And Lings are going to move out here and just kind of like watch the front. A little bit of map control so that if Tim pushes out, you see the Zealots coming, and then we can adjust accordingly. We need to. Sometimes you'll see like a little bit of a kind of game played where the Tals will like start to push out, then turn back around, trying to force Lings using the Zealot. Keep building up there. There's the Spire opener for Slayers, pretty standard. Target coming. It's probably just going to be for Scourge. Corsair. And then just droning pretty healthy behind this. Like at this point in the game, Slayers pretty much just focus on drone. Because like I said, we have the Lings here to spot the front of the Protoss here, so if you move out, we can adjust. But very healthy drone count here on the natural. Main a little bit undersaturated, but a little bit of too much of a transfer here, possibly. Extra hatcheries coming down, so this is going to be pure macro here from the players. Corsair coming down, Citadel. Corsair is going to come out at an okay timing. It's not super fast, but it's not super late either. But the Corsair is going to be, or the Scourge will be ready for the Corsair whenever it gets there. The extra gateways will start coming down, and this is part of the game where Protoss is kind of, we're getting our tech up, right? So we're going to go Tempo Archives probably relatively soon. Or we could make a decision to do a big gateway influx early and go for Zealot pushes, but it can be a little bit iffy against the Spire openers because if they just commit to Muta after killing Scourge, be a little bit for killing your Corsair. The Archives isn't starting yet. We're doing this little bit of a push out here. Kind of pushing the Lings back, and like I said, this is kind of what I was talking about. Like we just kind of threaten to move out, we trade against some of the Lings, and then now Slayers just isn't 100% sure if he's coming across the map. It seems like not really reacting too much, we just a couple Muta kept making. He didn't overreact, he read the situation pretty well, but it was just a bit of a fake move out. Archive starts there. Here's our defensive cannons in case they're going to come in. I don't know if we saw Scourge yet. I do often do this too, where if I'm a little bit late confirming the tech, I'll start making the cannons preemptively, just because you don't want to suddenly get cut off with guard with like Scourge Muta your base. We did miss this move out, and this is another big thing about pushing the Lings back. Sometimes they don't re-establish the vision in front of your base well enough. There's not a whole lot of Zealots here, and we don't have leg speed yet. Muta's jumping on top of it, pushing everything back. The Zealots were basically just trying to hope to find a third here and maybe disrupt the mining a bit. We're going to turn around and trade against the Lings. We have speed, +1 just finished. Just finished doing that. Corsair coming in, jumping on top of these Muta. Put the Corsair here as well. Pretty good moving shots here from Slayers. Might be able to get this. I'm going to give up a little bit early because we just... That's fine. And this is purely just an air control thing. And so now Tim kind of has to make a decision. Do we continue massing Corsair? Because it is obviously good against air, but if it's... This is kind of part of the issue, so we're going to be making a lot of Corsair, and it gets a little bit scary because if we overmake Corsair... We are making more Muta, luckily. But if you overmake Corsair, it means you have less Templar, right? And if you have less Templar and you're fighting against Hydra and not much air, then it can be extremely dangerous, and you can get kind of overrun by the Hydra as well. We're going up to 4 bases here pretty quick from Slayers. But Hydra production has started. Hatchery count's pretty good. Drone count looking relatively healthy. Flying to the main here, but it is, we're at 5 Corsair, so not the 6 Corsair count you typically want against like Scourge, and we didn't go +1. But the Muta count's relatively low, so it should be fine. Pretty good job intercepting there the Scourge. It's the cannon. We have 10 minutes to begin moving shots here. Player's already preemptively splitting the Muta. Yeah, this is pretty good here. We're gonna kill at least 2 Muta. Flying time as the Mutas come back. And while this is happening, the Zealots are running across. We have enough Hydra here. Background stuff. We can stop this relatively easily. Target's down one of the Zealots here, so let's try to get this round. Don't quite. I mean, this is a lot of Hydra now. I'm gonna turn around here. DT out on the map as well. Gonna start clearing some Overlords because we did get air control. Templars in the meantime in the back just kind of banking up energy. We're at 7 gateways right now. You typically see 8 gateways at this point in the game. But he's not floating a whole lot right now. Might need the extra gateway here relatively though. See what he goes for though. He builds the cannon here in case he's coming back. He's moving across the map. Splitting our arm down. Kind of all over the place here right now. Yeah, we can't fight this, so we're gonna back up. Third base coming down about the 10.5 minute mark. This is pretty decent timing here for Protoss. Upgrades. We don't have an Evo champ at all. There are no upgrades coming for Slayers right now. This is really drone army heavy right now. The Robo coming down for Lurkers. I mean, this fight looks pretty decent here for Slayers as long as we just don't really massive storm. Also have the Lurkers coming down with no Observers, so this is going to have to back up. We can't really commit to this, but he's just looking to trade off. Really good storm. Got 5 or 6 Hydra here. Gonna come down into the third base, but there are lurkers set up here as well. I guess just one, so one lurker. The last storm? No, we have 2 more storms on this Templar here. So it is forcing the evacuation. Really good storm catching the transferring drones as well, so this is really, really good damage so far from Tim. Probably still looking pretty decent here for Slayers. Like, this is definitely playable, but this is a pretty good push. The storm comes down, getting 2 more Hydra. Last Templar is going to get up. I guess this one gets away here. But at the end of the day, dust settles, and it's relatively even on supply, which is typically good for Zerg. Third base did finish behind this from Tim, looking for the transfer. The only thing that worries me for Slayers right now is the lack of Evo. Just now we're getting our first Evo chamber, when our hive is already starting. And we'll see if Slayers makes any of his infamous queens here. Did also make it up to 5 base in the meantime. Ranks wise, like we're on 5 bases versus 3 base, very, very good for Zerg. Obviously, we did lose a fair amount of drones, but like I said, supply being even is typically good for Zerg. I guess we killed the Corsair in the meantime, so the Muta can be rebuilt. There's only 1 Corsair left. So sometimes when the Corsair get cleared out, you'll see the Zerg go for a kind of a remake of a bunch of Muta for Templar sniping. And one thing too about this base here on this map for Protoss, this third base, is it doesn't have the extra gas. And when you're not on 3 gas, it doesn't feel that good at Protoss. If you get 3 gas relatively early, you can go pretty heavy like Goon. But because we're on just 2 gas here, like losing Templar like this hurts really, really badly. We're making Goons, so kind of remember that every 3 Goons is 1 less Templar, essentially, because of the gas. Minerals is never really going to be an issue for him here, and you don't really want to be overmaking Zealots either. So it gets kind of hard to balance on 2 gas. Because against the Lurkers, obviously Zealots are not very good. Like I said, with 2 gas, if you're making Goons, you're getting less Templar, but if you're making Templar, you don't really have much gas, so you have a little bit hard to balance. Ended up going up to our 8 gateway count, but now that we're on 3 base, we could probably drop even a couple more here. Extra defensive photon cannon coming down, because we don't really want to be making Corsair at this point. We're going to be so gas starved as it is. Have to accept. The Mutas are just going to be a part of the game right now. And so there is our Queen. Slayers likes to ensnare. Not Broodling or anything like that, he just likes to make a single Queen for ensnares. Ensnaring, obviously, as you guys know, it makes units move slower. But something a lot of people don't know is that Ensnare actually reduces attack speed as well, so it does make them fight a lot worse. There's the Ensnare coming down. It's a big chunk of the army. And moving up this ramp into Lurker with ensnared units isn't really an option. And also because you have a Observer with it does reveal it. I mean, there was an Overlord here to spot it, but it does also reveal. We are going to push up this ramp. Yeah, not a bad trade here for Slayers. It's kind of relatively even overall. But this 5th base being up here does put a lot of pressure on Tim. Looking to take a 4th base behind this push, possibly. And you kind of see what I mean, but there only being 2 gas. We're floating 1500 minerals, and we just have very little gas. Unburrow comes up and try to jump on top of this. Can be pretty dangerous because of that right there. It does cause your Lurkers to bunch. So we eat some pretty nasty storms and lose pretty much all of our Lurker now. Very good trade so far for Slayers. But we did kill the Observer, so we can't actually see these Lurkers here. So this is going to be free firing here, getting as much damage as it can. Picks off a couple more Templar as well. Up to 2,500 minerals here with Tim. Imagine we're going to remember, yeah, drop this 4th now. Yeah, missing that 3rd gas is hurting us pretty bad, so we just queued up like a ton of Zealots, I think, because of our mineral count suddenly dipping. That being said, Tim's macro is still looking pretty solid right now. Bunch more Lurkers coming down here. Defiler coming up here for Slayers soon. Slayers is a very like tech, or a macro heavy tech kind of player. It's like we're pushing towards 12 o'clock and there's basically nothing set up here. I'm gonna spot it coming. See how he tries to engage this. Yeah, the Lurkers are gonna go up and around. But Tim being spotted decides to kind of abort this position, not even go for it. Not realizing that there was nothing up here. He basically just kind of assumed there would be lurkers up here, imagine. Oh, no, turning back around and going up now. As the lurkers are coming back up here. We have one single observer here, which immediately gets targeted down. Another observer coming in, but in the meantime, the lurkers are going to be free firing. Coming up this ramp is a little bit hard for Protoss. But the extra observer here shows up. There's a snare coming down. Just hitting a few goons though, so this isn't so bad. And it looks like Tim is going to break this position, and we have our 4th base finishing behind us, so it's starting to look really, really good for Tim all of a sudden. I think the upgrades are starting to come in pretty big. It's 2-0-2 right now versus 0-1. So even though this is a really hard position to push up as Protoss, and he did lose the observer and didn't even have many storms, just the upgrades alone are carrying him through this right now. Player's going to evacuate this position, knocking us down to 4 base versus 4 base. Not good for Zerg anymore at all. I'm just rallying units across, making sure this 12 o'clock base dies. And when you take this base as Tim, and you see that he doesn't have like the base down here or anything like that, you've got the Zealot killing this hatchery here. Like, he feels amazing right now. You know you're even on bases as Protoss against Zerg. Yeah, at this point it's just kind of looking over. I don't see how Slayers is going to be able to come back from this position here. Tim up. There's this like 60 supply about, killing all these overlords, heavily supply blocking Slayers. And Defiler coming out now, but at this point it feels like Tim's just going to be able to overwhelm Slayers. Going to be floating a ton of money while we're just waiting for a bunch of overlords right now. Ling's going to be running around 0-0 Lings versus 2-0-3 Protoss is going to do absolutely get into like kill the probes very, very slowly. But right now Tim just kind of establishing map control, making sure like nothing weird happens because he's got a really big lead. Probably could have just pushed up and into the game, but he's trying to play extra safe and play very similarly. He knows he's in a winning position, so he doesn't want to overextend much of his army. Feel like I can even come down here and establish another base, it looks like. I feel like at this point we're just kind of waiting for Tim. And it's going to be pretty tough breaking this position with Lurker Defiler. Very, very difficult. Protoss. And not even like trying to push up here, he's just going to continue denying bases and Slayers on 4 base. Pretty big plagues here, and half the army gets plagued, but it feels like we're not going to be able to ever clear this army properly. This is just Zerg for you. Very hard to finish off once they get into the Defiler tech. But I don't see like a way for Slayers to get offensive. Them doesn't have to go, like I said, like he's perfectly content just Slayers on 4 base, keeping map control, continuing to expand. Being very, very safe. Slayers is looking for a bit of a kind of wraparound here with this army, so possibly going to catch this base here. Archon. Gets spotted, turns back around, walking into a whole bunch of army. Random dark swarm in the middle of the map. I'm just kind of catching a lot of this army here. And thinking we're going to call GG here after this moment. Slayers can kind of see that this army is too massive. 0-3-0 versus 0-2 range. GG is called. Tim takes game 1 pretty relatively even for a good chunk of the game, and then just one good fight at 12 o'clock. Then he just completely took over.
Okay, GG.
Good try, Slayer.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Thanks.
All right, who's
That's a debut, man. Well,
I'm pretty
Who's
disappointed,
streaming?
Slayer.
League Slayer.
whose stream am I
Oh.
watching?
I'm streaming.
I'm streaming.
You should watch Just Stream. He's pretty handsome.
Oh yeah, I will.
We're all streaming that. Just
Yeah, I think most of us
not
are streaming.
Game's up, same name.
Who did I play against? I'm pretty sure I'm second.
Me. Bring it, baby cakes.
Oh, we get the rematch, huh?
Oh, yeah. Coming for that booty.
Oh shit, this is a high
Apocalypse.
Damn, Urban's gonna blast this guy.
Is it gonna be tank versus Muta
Get
again?
blasted, dog.
He's gonna get blasted? I don't know. I beat him with fucking tanks against Masmito last game, exit.
No, I put money on Urban right here.
Orban just beat up Range and
Oh,
Pocket
just.
League.
We're gonna fucking have some side bets going on this one? Or what,
I
boys?
tried to re-add you, but
We will.
it says you're in a fucking different region, dude.
Who's Live Love Lying?
That's me.
Bean.
Oh, it's, I'm gonna
Try
have
adding each other like from the channel.
We had each other added
yeah.
already.
All right, I need a good hefty swig of this beer to take Herb down. Cheers, everyone.
Wait, who's my teammate? I gotta look again.
Love
I know
Snow.
these things.
You're
What's
on my
up?
team. Oh no, I'm
Love
telling
Snow.
AOT that
Good
Love
job,
Snow
Steven.
is on my team.
Slap him down.
I'm telling AOT that you're on our team, Love Snow. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you just downing a fucking beer right now? Focus up on the game, man.
Can we re-roll a little bit? But the only two Protosses should be fighting each other.
Should we reroll?
Should we
The
reroll?
last three?
Dude,
Yeah,
just
last
start
three
it,
players
man.
reroll.
Lovestow's never ready. Just hit go, man.
It is
He'll
crazy. He
catch
is
up.
literally never ready.
Wait, I'm
Nothing
I'm
wrong
fucking
with
sitting here
the-
What is
growling.
Love Snow? You have to mute yourself, dude.
Yeah, can you deafen and
that's
stop cheating?
my bad.
Good
I
job.
totally forgot. All right, my bad.
Hey, no cheating.
Damn, dude.
He probably doesn't even know how to deafen.
He definitely last game. Fucking your teammates getting drunk. Dude.
Drinking is dangerous, man. I hope none of you guys have ever sipped alcohol.
No, I would never.
I've never
I
even
would
tried
never use
alcohol.
anything.
That's good.
I'm a straight
Really
A.
Never
good.
even- Never even looked at alcohol before.
I'm a Christian, and I believe if you drink alcohol, you go to hell.
That's true. That's
They
actually
drink.
true.
Don't they drink alcohol in the Bible?
Yeah, they do.
No. They just turned water into wine, but they never explicitly said they drank it. Because instead, they were drinking the blood of the Christ. As if vampires are more holy.
Alright, so for the second game, we have my teammate Erdmon versus Love Snow, someone we have seen many times on my channel. He has been playing WoW almost exclusively. And he came back kind of recently, was talking about how out of shape he was. We'll see how he performs today against Herb. But my understanding was in his CPL matches and stuff, he was not very how he played today. Herb, obviously, a very strong player. We know Herb, big fan of Herbmon, super nice guy. And Love Snows too, also a nice guy. They got the very Ford Depot looking to kind of wall this base out. I guess you can do Max Depot here. That might actually be. We'll see how it looks. And we about 9 pull, right? Purple. I'm really paying attention. I'm pretty bad with like a lot of the Zerg timing. Gas is coming down. Gas trick. I didn't know. I've like never seen this opening ZVT. It's probably normal. ZVT is something I know very little about, so I apologize if I give some bad information. As most of you guys know, I'm kind of just now learning a lot of Terran right now. This is not going to be a full actually. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here once at least kind of closes it off a fair amount. But yeah, I'm still kind of learning TVZ myself and like the timing and stuff like that, so I'll do my best to Like we got 6 things in the way. I wasn't really paying attention. I think Herb, actually, when I've watched him, does tend to play like kind of like semi-ling aggressive in the beginning. He's also like very much a macro player, ZVZ and ZVP from what I likes to play macro. But I haven't really seen a lot of his ZVP. We're gonna get supply block here. Depot is like really late. Feels like they're coming across the map right now. We have 2 Marines in it. I think the 3rd one did start. Open for snow it did. These things are gonna be able to get in here. We just canceled. Am I crazy? Or was it just one to begin with? Things are gonna get in here, they're gonna kill this SCV, canceling the CC building, which is already like really great for Urmon. Disrupting mining time a fair amount here. Snow trying to body block here for the Marines to stop the Lings from getting on top of them. Manages to keep one alive. Kills 1 Ling so far. 2nd Ling goes down. Thing here looks like it killed a Marine as well as the SCV. It's a really good start for Urmon. Just floating a little bit of money in the meantime. Well, we actually have this SCV killed a drone. That is painful. Okay, does kill the SCV there. So a little bit of damage being done to both sides here. Losing a drone this early as Zerg when you open things like that actually is much more painful than Terran losing CVs. Like I said, the disrupted mining time's really good. Might be able to kill background and jump on top of these Marines. Pretty good body blocking, does clear up the last of the Marines. 2nd barracks coming down. So when the dust settles, I would say it's probably Erdmon favorite because the CC is so. But killing that drone and kind of disrupting the mining with his own would be really good for Snow. In base hatchery coming down, so this I call this 2.5 base. Just a bit safer for Zerg. You don't have to make stuff like splitting yourself amongst 3 bases. And he's just going to go into Muta from here. I don't think I've ever seen Urmon play early Hydra Lurker. Like I said, he's a pretty standard player. Got the Academy coming down. Sorry. Supply-wise, it's looking pretty good for Snow right now, actually. Good for Snow. Maybe didn't take as much damage as I thought, or the SCV like really messed things up for Urmon there. As he didn't get a full scout, so he's like this fire timing, things like that. Probably gonna get away with this SCV unless Urmon. Guess we were looking for Lord or something. We're looking for maybe looking for this. I think we did kill the SCV, yeah. Did actually pay attention to it and kill the SCV. Continued T-Rax production. These are probably 2 medics coming out, I imagine, and we're going to go for a push. This is basically to force Sunkens. And I was told when you do this, you do like 1 firebat, 1 medic behind. Hold against like Ling counterattacks. Plug the wall here with the firebat medic, and it can hold a lot with stun. So here we go. The bio push is coming out, and like I said, it's going to force a couple Sunkens here from Herb, just keeping him a little bit honest. It's a good thing to do, even if you don't get a lot of damage done, or like any damage done. This already is damage by forcing Sunkens. Because it's 2 more drones as well as the 200 minerals from the... But if he gets here on top of this fast enough, let's target the Sunken right away. 2nd Sunken does finish though. Marines are going to get kind of caught up on the Lings here, and he's going to lose a lot of the Marines here. So very good for Urmon. Like I said though, we did have to make the 2 Sunken, so that hurts a little bit. Now the mutas are coming. This is kind of the really annoying part for Terran coming up. We have to get all of our turrets up in the right positions, and we're just to mitigate damage from the muta harass. We do actually have like no units right now, ironically. Like if Urmon had just done his swell of Lings, which you would pretty much never expect that. So like, yeah, you can't blame Snow for what he did, but if he had, right, we have literally 2 Marines. But we did get the fire back, so actually we probably would even be fine against Big Swallow. Mutas are coming across. Erdmon is dropping a bunch of drones behind this, kind of letting our gas build up and re-droning a bit. Like I said, very much so an eco player. We're kind of seeing it there. See what kind of damage we can get done with the Muta. Kind of like the standard part of the game here in this matchup. You've seen it a million times. The Mutas are just going to be dancing around looking for any stray like SCVs, units, things like that, maybe picking turrets. But one thing Erdmon is doing a bit different is we are not continuing Muta production out. Just going really, really drone heavy behind this. They just made 5 Mutas, and Terran has to be honest. Make a whole bunch of turrets here to cover everything. Got the turrets covering this mineral line, the turrets covering this mineral line, you gotta have turrets covering your barracks. And I want turrets covering like your choke or your ramp. So Erdmon's not gonna get super aggressive here because this is essentially a kind of a scouting force at this point. Not gonna look for damage because we did stop Muta so early. So it's gonna be Hydrodin and Queen Nest. Be going straight to Defiler. Have to have the lurkers obviously within your third bases and like that. But we'll see how this plays out. I like never see Muta, or such a few number of Mutas here. They are resuming them. And he's doing this because he kind of just wants to continue map control. Just continue map control, so that if the bio pushes out, we need to be able to harass it and stuff while we're continuing back up and get into our lurkers and hive. And by making this as well, it just makes it harder for the Terran to move out. So this is kind of what I mean, like a stray unit here sticking out, so we pick that off. It did look like Lopsno may have clicked, like right-clicked one of his units because it didn't fire at all. A little starport coming down. Lifted factory, so we're not going to see any tanks or anything like that. And this will just be science vessel play at this point. Erdmon at his 11 Muta count. Hive coming, never finished. Hive should be finishing, I think, relatively soon. Hydra's coming out. Lurkers. The stance begins. Bio wants to push out, the Muta wants to delay the push out as much as possible. Soften it up as much as they can. Beacon Muta gets sent back and it's going to get replaced with a healthier stuff like that. Yeah. So you typically don't want to fight the bio when it's like bunched up like this. You're looking for like while they're moving and they start getting spread out like this. Best chance to get some pickoffs without losing any units. Scams come down for Erdmon, or sorry, Lopsno. I was going to check, but we have all these observers here. Makes it harder to see. I don't know if we actually scanned the space. It looks like we're looking for a third, so it doesn't know where the third base is right now. He knows there is one. There has to be one at this point. 4 lurkers coming down here now. It does look like holding this natural is a little bit harder than a lot of the other... Oh, this isn't a natural. Or it is a natural, sorry. So this natural does look a little bit harder to hold than the natural of a lot of bases. Like the uphill here, and there's no like choke or anything. Big space. So it does feel like this space, or this map, could be pretty decent for Terran. Defiler Mound is finished, and Muta just continue to watch the bio ball. Have to wait for a second, took a lot of damage, let off just one. Mixer Sunken's coming down, stacking our workers here. We do look pretty safe at this point. Lopsno's not going to be pushing out right now. Be waiting for a science vessel. He knows the lurkers are going to be out. We'll just be looking to get value. Scanning the main base, sees defensive lurkers for a drop. He sees the Defiler tech is done. Actually, up here. Got the Nidus Canals finishing. Arab's going to want to take this base because in this matchup, Zerg is always looking for 4 gas. The Muta fly over the bio and we lose it. Not our Muta. It's not that big of a deal at this point in the game, but you do kind of want them for essentially picking off like science vessels or stopping drops and things. It does still hurt a little bit. Our map can up. But at this point we have our lurkers and we're getting our Defiler, so that and this position is not cool. See the Overlord kind of sitting over the 3 lurker stack here. Makes it where the lurkers can't be irradiated until the Overlord gets irradiated first. I could. Still good enough. He has to irradiate this Overlord if he wants to start irradiating lurker. If there's not a pixel anywhere you can click here. I thought maybe it was sticking out enough that he could not. So what you're going to see, a lot of times you'll see Terrans just kind of sitting here, and they're just kind of containing and looking to trade with... Okay, we're going to Defense Matrix and go for it. We'll see how this plays out with 3 lurkers here stacked, and yeah, the Swarm comes down. Immediately we have to pull out. This is not good for Love Snow because... It's not that we like failed the push that sucks. The biggest thing that's bad here is we just spent 200 energy for nothing. You need to be getting like value out of your sciences at this point. You need to be Defiler, Lurker, kind of like eating away at their gas to make sure having to rebuild Lurkers and stuff the entire Defiler the entire time. Is gonna fly down here into the Spore. With this Nidus Canal done, you would think Defiler should come through pretty soon. Like we actually messed up right-clicking the Nidus here, so the Lurker and the Defiler. Okay, fixed it. There we go. Cloud comes down. So we can no longer push here. In the meantime, he does have a healthy 3rd base going. And we're just going to continue seeing bio science. Try to get value out of it. We got the physics side coming down because we're going to be getting BCs relatively soon. Probably see like 6 to 8 vessels here before we start BC. One thing we don't see very often is usually Terran kind of likes to sit out in front of both bases when you're getting value and putting pressure. The reason this is really good is by having army here while you're like harassing down here, it means that you don't have to worry about anything counterattacking here. Because he left this space open, there was potential that if Erdmont did decide to push across the map with a few Lurker Defiler, he basically would have like free range just to come down in the natural. Once Dark Swarm comes down in the natural for Terran, the game is basically over, but that's just a killing blow. So when you have army here, as well as harassing here, vice versa, it just means that you're protecting the other bases. Plague comes down here, Vessel's going to go pretty low, the Spore actually doing a fair amount of damage. Walks forward, drops another Plague here with a dying Defiler. It's a pretty decent Plague, so you start sucking all the energy out of the medics here. We are going to get the Eraser here and clear out a lot of the drone. Yeah, you can see the value we get out of the Irradiates here. It just has to be done. Otherwise they're going to get out of control. We're going to pull back from this position. There's 4 Lurkers stacked here, so even any Dark Swarm hard to break. Zerg from this position, we're just kind of defending on 4 base, we're getting your upgrades, we're working towards Ultra. Once they start getting like a lot of their upgrades and everything, then Zerg will start to just suddenly out-trade and really badly just fights. Supply does look relatively bad for Erdmont. That's for 2 reasons, really. First of all, Zerg never really has high supply anyway in this matchup, very rarely, until they start getting the Ultras and stuff out. But the other reason is that Erdmont is floating like 4k resources, or 3k resources. Radiate comes down, we get a big Plague though in the meantime, from that Lurker before it dies, or that Defiler. You kind of see once again, just kind of focusing on one position at a time. Upgrades looking okay, we're at 16 minutes, we're at 1-2, it's great. We're just the 1 armor upgrade so far for Erdmont. Armor is the big thing that Erdmont is for. We do have the at least. See the supplies like starting to catch up for Zerg here. Lots of plagues here on the army over and over again. Action, huge swell of army there from Love Snow. But again, just with the 4 Lurkers and this positions this. Imagine we're getting the BCs coming. Oh, okay. 2 BCs coming out. We did go, I think, to 6 vessels. Very close to losing a few. Actually didn't quite hit the had been plagued earlier. If you plague the science vessels and then you get mutas on top of them, just one volley can kill like 2 or 3 science vessels. They go down to 1 HP. Extra armor here finishes as well for Zerg. So Terran did get the 3 attacks. So Terran's upgrades are about as good as they're going to get anyway at this point. So not too bad. You see, like with the Plague, the Ultra, the Swarm, how efficient this can trade even with the raid on top of it. They got a lot of this army. Use, I guess, 1 Ultra. In the meantime, we do have DCs in here just doing a little bit of damage. One gets plagued. Surge hit the other. It didn't kill it. Yeah, pretty low. We'll see if our he's fighting on like multiple fronts in the meantime. There we go. Down. There 2. Oh, we're going dropships. Also, really common play. Taking a 4th base as well behind this. Urbmon should be starting to look for a 5th base. Supply looking really good, so he should also be able to start getting aggressive. As you saw, as soon as the Ultras finished with the upgrades, he just came out and broke the position very easily. We'll see if this drop gets any damage, though. We'll see how fast Urbmon responds. He also has 3 Ultras here, which pretty much clean up anything that's going to come. Especially we don't have any medics. We got 1 medic here. So this will be able to push this back very easily. No damage done there to Urbmon. Did kill the Nidus out. Actually pretty good for Snow. Hands here as the dropships are here. Top of it in. These units are gonna die. Tries to push into this position. Did not realize there's 4 stacked lurkers here. And just keeps going. Doesn't care. We're going for it. Keep scanning and going. Army is going to get cleaned up. Right? I mean, the spread actually is pretty good against the Lurker. With the Ultra there as well. He only lost 1 single Lurker. I'd like to see Urbmon go and start taking another base. We're up 40 supply at this point. He doesn't have to keep being passive. We have Ultra sitting here and staring at this base. A couple buildings scouting here for flying in here for scouting, I guess. And we can kind of see a little bit of Love Snow's rust showing here, I think. Didn't really take any damage, but he's just kind of starved out now. Just from failing to break. And Urbmon's just done a really good job defensively. I mean, we have a huge bank, our supplies looking really good. We got the tech that we want. And now the Ultras are just going to jump on top of this and start cleaning it up. See if a swarm comes down. Not even really needed, though, at this point. Low Snow dipping down about 100 supply. Goes for another drop here that gets cleaned up again. Which is really good defense from her. Taking essentially no damage. We lost, what, like a few drones to like a little bit of an eraser move, and that was this whole game. Yeah, I feel like with this move here, we're going to kind of break this position. If Urbmon is aware of this and just healing's over, then he knows literally. Well, if you guys know Snow, he's not going to GG anytime soon. We will try and play this out. Full position. He has the heart of a lion. Good spot the Scourge coming in. Lose just 2 vessels there. That's pretty. Vessel count getting pretty down. 5 now. Gonna kill some Scourge in the factory. This is like a 200 IQ move. And Urbmon did find this base. It's lift up, but it is burning now. With that, well, basically being top down. Eco. Bases 5 and 6 coming up for Urbmon. I think with this push here, gonna be GG. Snow has very little here. Down to less than half of Zerg supply. Yeah, GG is called. And my teammate Urbmon takes game 2.
played him last week.
Who, me?
No, Ozzy.
All right, Jiffy Mix versus Keen on Tempest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't. I thought you were AOT for some reason.
Hold just a sec. I need to switch regions so I can join off friends because I'm lazy that way.
I don't understand why any of you would ever not be on North America.
European team. It's Ash. It's the only way that I can kind of separate and make sure I get everybody on my friends list for the Ash team. And everyone's on EU anyways.
You should be on North America.
I would, but at first I just, wasn't quite cool.
Good game, Urban. I believed in you all the time.
Thanks, man.
That was
Good
epic,
job,
Herb.
Urban. Fucking hate you. Beat my teammate.
Appreciate it, everyone.
Snow down like a dog.
Game's up.
Nice try. Love Snow.
Who's next?
Oh,
Just, you can have my observer spot.
go for
Thanks,
it, Just.
It's a ZVZ.
This is ZVZ, man. I don't really have
You
much
gotta
to say.
pick up. You need to be in the observer spot.
Are you ready?
They're both
Is
definitely
Snow's
yes.
still coming?
Love's still streaming. Where the heck is he?
Where is he coming?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Oh.
He's
Probably
watching the
watching the replay.
replay. He's confused on how he lost.
I'm not gonna cast this one. I'm not gonna cast any ZVZs.
What? ZVZ's like the best matchup. It happens quick. Everyone describes it best. Knife fight in a phone booth. If you've ever been to a phone booth.
Yo, NT loves
Did you guys
Snow.
start?
Yeah, man. We can't wait on you, man. You take too long.
I told him not to.
No, we have a ton of games to play tonight. We can't be waiting, you know.
You watch
want me to
replays
do-
after this is over, man.
Rip, dude. Yeah, I didn't even know like that fucking map. I haven't played that map before. I was like looking around for the third, fucking scanning places, and I'm like scanning places. There's not even minerals at. I'm like, well,
We
rip.
noticed it. We saw your scans.
We could tell by your wall, man.
Man.
I freaking set my SCV and like it's not even like at his main. It was like freaking to the right
Love,
side.
though, if you didn't take 30 minutes to eat breakfast this morning, we could have gone over Apocalypse, man.
Hey man, I had to make breakfast for everyone.
Oh, they're both going Overload first.
Poor
We're taking
Keen,
macro.
That's
Poor
crazy.
Keen.
I think Keen favors 12 pool.
Who's got the ELO board? Does anyone have it?
Oh, is that Overpool?
Yeah, what do you want to know, man?
With the gas?
I want to see what the stats are right now.
I haven't updated anything to it. All I've done is just add matches. But before this...
It has ELO, right? Doesn't
If
it?
you go to announcements, it's under a bracket. I posted it yesterday.
I see it. I see it.
Exits
so
on top,
weird.
1623. Just is 1556. Tim is 1474. You got Nesh 1437. Uncle 1324. Pandor 1201. Love Snow 1140. Azidaki 1096. Myself at 1001. Semi at 983. What else we got? Jiffy
I
is
see.
936. Key
Dude,
is
Semi is
932.
fucking good. I'm surprised.
He hasn't played a whole lot, as in the leagues.
I see.
The first law is 810, Zen 805, PBJT 768, Urbmon 760, and Vermin at 689. And that's with everyone who's played. Although I'd take that list with a grain of salt. Like, Semi's way too low, Urbmon's way too low, the first law is way too low. King, you better start winning games.
Keen's playing right now.
Not listening to you.
Yeah,
Art.
okay, never mind. So yeah, that was 12 pool, right? Yeah, that's 12 pool. 12 pool versus Overpool Gas Lair.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good for Keen.
So yeah, it's gonna be a one hatch setup, and he hasn't made anything out of his larva for a little while. Look, Oh, there's the second hatch. Okay, so he put a hatch in main, and now he's just in time taking out that larva. He's only sitting on 2 lings, so he's being extremely greedy. He plans on sitting into his base, although that reverse ramp makes it extremely difficult to ever want to break out if he does happen to hold on to that spot. I think Keen's got the smarter idea by taking the natural anyways.
He doesn't have to make a sunken, so I mean, he's still got drones.
Yeah, he's looking to try to hold on to that spot. Still no Spire out, but the layer has finished.
Are you casting?
Spire starting.
He's excited for ZVZ. You can count.
I get excited over this, okay? I don't... But a nice little wall. He doesn't have any vision though. Overlord's hanging out a little longer. That's cool. Where's the second Overlord? It's just kind of hanging out in the, a little pathway, seeing if lings are going to come on through. Array, good drone saturation for Jiffy. Spire now just starting for Keen, so 64 and 310. So he's going to have at least a good 20 or 30 seconds where... Oh. We lost Tim Slayer. He's going to have 20-30 seconds before
did it get better?
Surge come out.
Slayer left at the exact same time of you, so it's tough to say who was the lagging person. But it seems like it got a little better. No, it got better after Exit left, yeah. Exit. Fix your fucking internet, man.
It's not me, man. I got the best internet you can possibly buy.
What is your internet? Who's your provider?
1000 Mbps, and I have Verizon Fios.
Verizon,
Smart move, getting the evolution chamber to hold on to his...
And I'm on Ethernet, so it's never me.
It's gotta be you.
Get it started?
No, you're probably conflicting with someone right now.
How many fucking K-Leagues have I been in and it never lags, man?
Well, yeah, but maybe it's your new mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many K-Leagues have you been in where your mic was working and you lagged?
Yeah, I plugged my microphone into my modem, man.
Well, it's that. Knowing your tech level knowledge, I wouldn't put that past you, dude.
Well, yeah. Man, I feel bad. I was helping, or trying to help Exit. I don't think I did anything positive.
No, you definitely helped me, man. We have the same microphone now.
Exit was taking pictures of the images on his monitor and sending them through Discord instead of just taking screenshots.
What? You take the screenshots to show where he can plug stuff in. Oh, he's just going to Overlord.
Exit's just a meathead, dude. He doesn't know how technology works.
Well, yeah, technology is pretty tough. I think Keen's way ahead.
You know what's actually happening? You gotta understand that Exit, he's busy getting better at StarCraft, so he doesn't have time to learn about technology.
Shouldn't Keen have taken a second gas by now? I feel like he should have. But
No, not really. He needed to get the spores to stay alive. Holding on to the natural is going to be a lot more important than redroning up. Although he does have, the guys back on gas in the main.
I don't really like his spore placement, though.
Somehow cover that geyser as well, too. Jiffy finding the angle, getting a few extra drones.
The natural spore placement's the best. Like this top spore is
you should have done like to the right and to the left of the hatchery.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
This is kind of a hard base to spore anyways. I mean, look how far away, like most other bases, the gas is like right next to the mineral patch, right?
Yeah, it feels like this base takes 3 spores if you want to cover your gas.
This base kind of sucks ass for that.
I just don't like this top spore at all.
Well, actually, right side's not too bad. Yeah, right side base isn't too bad for that because you can put one kind of in the center and the bottom, and that would cover everything you need to cover.
Actually,
like this base, everything is wide.
Yeah, that base and the top base, both top right base, both have like kind of crappy naturals for that.
Is Keen dead?
Yeah.
No, he holds. I think it's kind of scary though.
No, Keen should be able to hold this because he still has Mutas hanging out there, unless he lets him run right into the main.
Well, he's got Mutas in his main too.
There it is. Yeah, he's already split off. So.
Oh, he can't lose all his Mutas in his main for no reason.
2 Mutas so far. Link's got to have to do damage somehow, picking off one of the spores. Is he gonna pick up any more drones? Oh, he's hitting the evolution chamber. That's not gonna help him out. Drones and spores. That's what he wants.
Alright,
Oh yeah,
Keen's
Keen is
super dead.
definitely dead now. That is plenty of Lings killing off drones. He doesn't have anything left back. He can't really re-drone up
Jiffy,
very
man,
well.
with the monster attack.
Oh, Jiffy.
Jiffy's like undefeated ZVZ when I've been watching.
Seriously?
I've beaten Jiffy in ZVZ.
When I was watching.
I feel like that was a holdable attack from Keen, but maybe
Unless I
I'm
play
underestimating.
PvJT.
I mean, this is a lot of Mutilas, so
Something's attacking. Yeah, the Spire's gonna die. Like 2 Lings.
I did,
2
man.
Lings
This game's
gonna be
over.
able to
But
get
if
it.
he had like kept his 5 lanes in the main a little better, alive, and just like underneath
If he
his
would have held
layer,
on
I
to
wonder
his
if he
ramp
holds.
better, or his...
GG, man, GG.
Ian.
Let's
Yeah.
go, let's go.
Feels
All
bad.
right, me and you, AOT, let's do this.
Let's do
Knew
it.
the,
I think you could
knew the
hold that
all-in
game.
was coming and still didn't. Feels bad.
Yeah, why were your mutas all over the place, dude? You gotta have them sitting on top of your layer and natural. Really, I think probably all of them could have just been at your natural, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
well,
Herb's
he was,
AFK, by the way. So someone else
he was
is
in
AFK.
between my natural. I could have gone
Okay,
around.
I'll
but
host real quick.
the overgas all-in too strong.
And Protoss.
Alright.
I just heard that too. I have no idea.
Coming from Slayers.
Because this guy is watching a game and he doesn't have his mic on push to talk.
Does anyone have Retro 1.2 obs?
I've got it. It's in the BWCL.
You host AOT?
Okay.
Would someone be able to host?
Yeah, I can host it.
AOT is
All right,
gonna
thank
host.
you.
You going, Herb?
Our pipes are backing up, trying to figure out the issue. Gotta love it. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright, back 2-2.
What's the score now? Oh, it's 1-2. Damn, no ace matches unless it goes all the way.
Alright, let me go ahead and shut my microphone off.
I'm getting the bug. Let's see if we can get in.
Get the
Well, I'm trying to join. Getting the bug.
Do you need the map?
Oh, there we go. I think we're in.
Yeah, you're in. With the 1 red bar. Why are you lagging, Love Snow?
I see a black screen on my end. Fuck. I'm gonna have
Open
to
hand
rejoin.
has a red bar for me.
Try it one more time.
Yeah, I left game. 1 second.
What a
Who's
big
dances
detective.
with SCVs?
Okay.
Oh, it's Unco and Open Hand. We're gonna cast it.
Okay.
1 second. I had a fucking BattleNet crash.
We'll be right back.
Come on, let me in. There we go.
Oh, too many people in here. Is someone streaming?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
watch.
just Ozzy, myself, or a bunch of us.
Or maybe extras could be Terran and lift off their command centers, like in the old days.
What's wrong, Keen?
It's bugged for me.
What do you mean?
Neither player is mining, and Art of Turtle is just moving his drones around aimlessly.
No, that's how the real game's playing out right now. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting one, boys.
Exit has 500 APM and he's not moving.
Oh well.
Craft Turtle is drone rushing with 1 drone, 2 drones. I've never had this happen before.
I feel like I've had it happen a couple of times. It's pretty rare though.
Oh, actually, Art of Turtle isn't drone rushing. He's mining Exit's minerals.
Wow. That's gonna help him mine them out faster.
Smart.
Late game strategy.
It's just a handicap.
Cool. Oh, I also don't see dances with SUVs in this game.
Sorry, guys.
That's probably why.
He's in it.
I know he is. I'm watching your stream, but I don't see.
I actually need to go for a little bit. I probably won't restart the stream, but yeah, there's a few other people streaming, like Love Snow, Just, her mom, like actual cat. I gotta head out for some stream here. Thanks for hanging out, but catch you guys later. Peace.